requires the ability to build infrastructure to support what you're doing.
Amazing. So, two questions from this. The first one is where you spoke about how we sometimes trade jacket people and tell them, this is your skill, focus on it, develop it, even though if it doesn't work in the environment, the person. Are people not multi-skilled? And if people are multi-skilled, when I started the African Center for Leadership and Human Resource Development, I said to people the same thing. I felt I am multi-skilled, but I needed to do the easiest one first, the one that the environment will accept for me to move on first. Is it a case that people really don't have that mental capacity, courage to say, well, this is what I want to do, but alternatively, let me do this whilst I wait for the opportunity to do this other one?
Well, people are multi-skilled, and it's always a hazard to be multi-skilled. Life is easier when you don't have many skills. Life is very complicated when you have a lot of skills, because then you have to make a choice as to which skill you're going to work with. When you have limited skills, you have no choice but to focus on what you have. And so my observation is that a lot of people who are multi-skilled go through life sometimes not able to settle on what to do. But we can see them as extremely talented, because multi-skilled is not a blessing from my point of view. It's not a blessing. Only a few people are able to manage it. Most people focus on one thing, but create adjacencies. You are an educator. Everything you have done is in education. Even when you are pastoring, it's education. When you're doing university, whether you're doing Center for Human Resources, everything you're doing is built on your skill to train, to communicate, because that's your primary skill. It's communication. Underneath it, there's an entrepreneurial skill that helps you to deploy your primary skill, that is education. Now, if in addition to that, you are a musician and you are an artist, and you could do so many things, your life would not be a very happy one. You would realize at a point you don't know what to do, because everything you touch, you can do it. But you chose education and you're driving it entrepreneurially. I am an educator. Everything I do is about teaching, is about training, is about instruction, is about imparting knowledge. Everything I do is around that. And of course, underneath that is an entrepreneurial ability to drive the training. And I can't do anything else. I am a very limited person. I am not extremely talented at all. I realized very early in life that I have one talent. I don't have 5. I have 1. And I can't hide it. So I take that one talent and I multiply it.